Now, for some reaction to that revelation that some members of the South African Police Service are illiterate, we're joined from Pretoria by the Deputy President of the South African Police Union, Tumelo Mogodiseng. Thank you so much for your time on the program today, Mr. Mogodiseng. How widespread is this illiteracy problem?
Evening, and thank you to your viewers also at home. It's an insult to the police and the members at ground level that they're illiterate. We've got hard-working members at highly educated, highly skilled members at ground level, constables with degrees and diplomas. We are so disappointed by the statement from the police that the members cannot read and write. It's a publicly known issue that police, when they are recruited, they need matric and driver's license. Furthermore, they are writing psychometric tests. So how is it possible that these members cannot read and write? So as the organization, we are so disappointed that I think the SAPS need to update their SAP 96 to check the record of the members. Members are highly educated, they've got diplomas and degrees, and to add salt on that, they are not even recognized for those qualifications that they acquired themselves to empower themselves.
So let me just be clear on this with you. Are you saying that the SAPS has got this completely wrong, that there are no members in the SAPS who cannot read or write?
They've got it completely wrong, and we are so disappointed. How can they go there and misrepresent their members? Whilst we as the union know that members got qualifications, they are highly skilled, highly educated, and junior members for that matter.
So this is interesting. The police service has spent a great deal of money on adult literacy. Why would that have been necessary in the first place if all your members have degrees and diplomas?
Come again?
We understand that the police service has spent a lot of money on adult literacy programs within the police service. Why would that be necessary if your members are so highly qualified as to have diplomas and degrees?
That's why we are saying as SAPS that we are so disappointed about the statement which was made by the police. It means that the SAPS does not update its database. You can check the issue. Members got degrees, we can confirm that. It means there's SAP 96, it's outdated, and they are not updating their data. For instance, I'll just make an example of my president. The database of the police still says he's a non-commissioned officer, whereas he's a long time a commissioned officer. So we don't trust the system that they're using.
So let me, I'm still not, you're not really answering my question here. Is it true that the police service has run adult literacy programs for its members? I'm
responding to the issue that says that our members are illiterate.
Well, my question to you, Mr. Mogodiseng, is it true that the SAPS has had to run adult literacy programs? Yes or no?
It's not true. It's not known to us as unions.
So none of your members has ever been on an adult literacy program within the police service?
No, none of our members have gone to that program yet. We are not aware of that.
How do you think that the service came up with this information that some of its members can't read and write? Do you think they made it up?
As we are saying, we are so surprised and disappointed because our members are there on the charge office writing dockets, taking statements every day. So how are they taking statements if they cannot read and write?
Well, that's the question. The argument being put forward is that many of them cannot take statements properly because they cannot read or write.
Are they saying they cannot take statement properly?
That has been the allegation, that they cannot continue, they cannot unpack and carry out these investigations properly. They're not in a position to do so because some of them are illiterate.
It's an insult to the members, unless maybe they are referring to members who are recruited through Section 45, where qualifications are relaxed. Maybe at senior positions where positions are not advertised so that our members at junior level can apply for. But the members at level, junior members are educated, they can take statements properly, hence they pass out at the parade. At their training at the college, they go through writing exams and whatsoever. So how is it possible that they get out of the college without knowing how to read and write. It's not possible.
Are you saying that there is a section through which certain police come where those rules are relaxed and where they're not required to have a certain level of literacy? Does that exist in the police service?
Yeah, there's a section 45 where the general has powers to can hire a person from outside or relaxed whatever qualification is required for that particular post. But what is happening, they are abusing that section where they are using it to hire their friends and family members.
So if that's
without
true,
allowing junior members to apply for those posts.
So if that's true, if that is actually happening, isn't it possible, if it's true that that is happening, isn't it possible that some people are entering the police force without having these minimum requirements of literacy?
It's true, and they are using section 45, which is solely the powers of the general or the national commissioner to can bring in someone outside. Actually, that section 45 was supposed to be used for scarce skilled people who we don't have skills within the police, but they are abusing the system by appointing members who does not even have skills to appoint their families and friends, whereas the members within the system, they qualify for those positions.
So this is interesting. At the beginning of this interview, you told me that it was impossible for there to be police officers who couldn't read and write. You're now telling me that there's a way in for certain people who are given preferential treatment through nepotism, and those people may not be able to read and write, but they're still serving the public. Is that right?
No, what I'm saying is the majority of the members at ground level, they can read and write. They go through the process of recruitment where they write psychometric test, where they go to the college, write test and pass their modules, and therefore they are declared competent, sent to serve the community with pride. What I'm saying is there are in cases where they are using section 45, which is being abused by senior managers to appoint their friends at a higher level to occupy positions that could have been occupied by the very same educated junior members at ground level.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for talking to us. Dumelo Mogodiseng, Deputy President of the South African Policing Unit. It's